Welcome, welcome, welcome. We saw Mortal Kombat, and special guest today is Wade.
Hey,
Welcome,
nice to see
Wade.
you.
You know the format. We're going to review story, entertainment value, performance, artistry, vibe. Let's kick it off. What did you think? What did you think of the story?
Overall, in terms of the story, didn't think it was anything too sophisticated there, but again, that was to be expected with a Mortal Kombat movie. However, at the end of the day, it was still enjoyable, while it wasn't that much in depth. I did like the spin they kind of took on starting off with the fight scene between Sub Zero and Scorpion, and then later on with the revelation that his descendants and everything kind of passed along and stuff like that. So I thought that was a nice spin. 1 to 10, I would say I would give the story 6.
So for me, the story, wow. A couple days ago, Wade sent me a link that just kind of gave me a preview of the story. And I was blown away, like the emotions, I don't know if it was the frame of mind that I was in, but I was like, wow, this story is epic of how they gave, like, you can basically watch the first 9 minutes of the film, and I was really feeling like that story I was sold on. I was like thinking of rating it super high. Now the film itself, with as far as the story, this is a video game. I feel like it's complicated to transcend. Most people are transcending a movie to a book to a movie. This is a video game to a movie. So I feel like they're trying to cater to the fans and then build new fans. It's definitely a difficult balance to roll with. I feel like the story, I did like the main structure of the story, but then they had like origins once. They had to just bring all these other characters in and try to develop them as good as they could and have you care about them, and that's tough to do, and I feel like that's where it got a bit murky. I really did enjoy the main storyline is, of the Scorpion and Sub Zero and how it goes on there. I feel like you almost gave a little bit of a spoiler alert away. Some people would classify that as a spoiler. I didn't reveal it. You did, but that's okay. It's If you're into the movie, you're gonna find that details out. I am gonna rate this because I'm rating it on the genre that it is. I'm gonna give it a solid 7 because I feel like they really did try hard. Uh, I'll go next in entertainment value. So if you are a fan of this franchise or whatnot and saw the one in 1995, I recommend seeing this one. I don't think you're going to see any Oscar nominations for this thing, but to subscribe for an HBO to go or go see it in the theater. I was tempted to go see it in the theater as well, but now we're spoiled with HBO releasing their movies. So I saw it there. Entertainment value. I mean, the fighting and the action, and now in present day, what they were able to do, I was entertained. I'm going to rate this thing at a solid 7. How about you, Wade?
From an entertainment value, I actually give it a 9. Going back to what we talked about from a story standpoint, again, I thought there was, still something left to be desired from that perspective, but it did deliver for me in terms of entertainment. It had a lot of action scenes, which I loved. They actually catered to the video game, so they incorporate a lot of the special moves, a lot of the sayings in terms of fatality. So all of those things and everything I loved. And then I think they also did a good job of incorporating a lot of humor into it as well. So that really kind of lightened the mood of it and made it fun.
Awesome. Which takes us into performance. So, what did you think of those acting? Well, the performances were going to be both the action and their acting. What did you think of that?
So for that one there, I would have given it a. I was tossing between 7 and 8. We'll say 7. And so I do think that for what it's worth in terms of what the movie's trying to accomplish, in terms of, like you said, the genre of it and stuff like that, they really did deliver on those aspects. The fighting scenes were exactly what they were supposed to be. They were action packed. The characters and everything were, I wouldn't necessarily say well developed because, again, they could have done more in that aspect. But then again, even if you look at it from a Marvel standpoint, they took movies and movies to kind of build characters and everything. So you try to sum everything up in one place here. But at the end of the day, each person kind of played their role. So, I did enjoy it from that perspective.
I liked how they shot the fight scenes and how they did all that stuff and all the performances. And I feel like that's where I'm torn with that number. So out of everything that was going on, I feel like from an acting standpoint, I personally would have chose to have them playing more of a character and not sounding like the video game, even though I know that it's so important of it. So I'm going to rate it at a 6 for that, which is going to take us into the artistry. Now, the artistry, this was amazing. This was beautiful. It looked really cool. The visual effects, what they're able to do nowadays, this is cutting edge, and I feel like I got to rate that at a 9. Like
No, I would agree with that. I definitely give it a 9 as well. Everything from the characters in terms of just the way they look, the visual effects, as well as the authenticity when you look back on the historic video games there. And then the other thing is the scenery in terms of where they went. Those were well done. And again, don't want to give anything away, but a couple characters and everything where they CGI, it was done well. Obviously you can tell in certain cases it was CGI, but again, just the visuals that it gave off and everything.
Awesome. And let's round it out with the vibe. So what did you feel? Was it move you? What do you think?
The main word that comes to my mind when I think of the vibe is it was fun. Again, everything from the action. Again, going back to the story, going into it, wasn't really expecting anything elaborate there. But at the end of the day, it did give me that fun factor, a lot of action. So from a vibe standpoint, I would definitely give it a 9.
Awesome. So for me with the vibe, when you sent me that trailer a couple days ago, I'm not going to lie. Like it pulled a tear, which is hard to really get that emotionally, but like with the family and losing them and, right out of the gate, if it's in the trailer, it's not necessarily a spoiler. So, but yes, the emotional vested, like I was like almost blown away, like, wow, this movie's gonna like, my bar was not as high, but after watching that trailer, I feel like it really elevated the bar for me because I did feel the emotional connection. But then after seeing it, like it did not pull the tear like in the actual film. So I can only rate it at an 8 for entertainment value. I definitely fight scenes were cool. I look forward to seeing where this franchise is going to evolve to. I love the battle aspect. I still aspire to there being like a dance game to where like you're able to wield the energy and send it to people through music. Not quite as violent, but that's, if people know me, that's the movement of beat at work. But thank you for joining us on Critical Me Review, Wade. Great having you.
Oh, thanks for having me. Really enjoyed it.